Hey guys, Steve Welch here with your fact of the day. Wanted to talk to you guys as part of my Tales of a Car Guy series here. I wanted to talk to you guys about when I worked for the airline, because this was actually really interesting. So there was a time, so what they would do is they would bring kids, and the kids would go through airplanes, through the facilities, usually like local school kids, stuff like that. And the whole purpose behind doing it was to get them excited about aviation, to have them want to be a mechanic, want to be a pilot, want to be a flight attendant, something to do with maintenance or whatever, but just excite them about the airline, working with the airline, and to bring them into aviation. It was almost an aviation advocate type thing, right? So what happened was this was pretty funny and probably stupid all at the same time, but and was definitely stupid. Anyway, so what happened was they had an MD-80, which was it was actually one of the workhorses of the airline industry for a while there. But they had an MD-80. It was it was in the process of being put back together after what's known as a heavy check. So you have a heavy seat check. They take down the walls, take down the overhead bins, the ceilings. Everything is pretty much brought down to the ribs of the plane on the inside, and they make sure there's no corrosion. There's nothing that's bad for an airplane, let's put it that way. And then they might repaint it. They might redo color schemes, things like that. You never know what they'll do at a heavy check, but then they'll put it back together. And they had this thing back together all the way to where the overhead bins were back in, and the floorboards were in, all the walls were in. So it was basically the airplane without seats, right? So it was just kind of enough to say I'd been through an airplane that wasn't ready to fly. They probably could have flown it, but obviously it wasn't ready for whatever. They were putting some of the electronics back in up front, the avionics and stuff. So anyway, so these kids, they had these little platforms. They walked in the front door, and they were gonna walk through it and then walk through the back door. These, I don't even want to say how old they were, but they're probably middle schoolers, right? So anyway, so one of the mechanics that was up front thought that it would be a really, really cool idea to mess with the kids. So he flipped that little button or whatever you do up there that does that little boom, where you can talk to the people in the back. And he comes on there and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off just as soon as I can figure out how to start these engines." And he started laughing. The kids behind him panicked. they I don't want to go anywhere. And they start trying to run for the door. Teacher's like in front of them. He's joking. It's just a joke. It's just as these kids are starting to try to push to get out of this airplane, and the teacher had to kind of bring them off the ledge, right? Because these kids are ready to jump out of this airplane because they thought it was about to go. Now keep in mind, it was nosed into a hangar. It was pulled in straight. There was no way that, and I don't even think the engine's going to turn on right now, but that's not really the point. But when he said it, those kids kind of went a little bit crazy. So needless to say, I don't think he ever did that again. But yeah, fun of working on the airline, right? But yeah, bring the kids in, get them interested in aviation, scare the crap out of them. So that's what he did, right? But like I said, the little things that I've seen in my years that I've worked on things has been pretty fun, right? But Tales of a Car Guy, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon. Bye.